a movie theater in Japan for the first time. And it was the quietest movie theater I have ever been in.
Really? Yeah.
And I was afraid to eat my popcorn because I thought it would be too loud.
Disrespect for eating
I was just
popcorn.
like,
I come in late and I go out early.
Oh, you're one of those people?
Pointing
Yeah, some people are like that, but not me too.
Let's go on an adventure together. See the beauty of Japan, all the places we have planned, in the faces that you never knew were waiting for you. Late night to sunrise, we'll stay by your side and make your memories everlasting.
Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Japan Travel and Friends podcast.
Yay!
And we're really excited today. We're really excited, right? You know why, right?
Why?
Because we're carrying on our mission to connect Japan to the world,
To the world.
right? So here we are again. So speaking of which, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with everybody you know. Because, well, I just said it, right? We're connecting Japan to the world. And today we're actually showing you guys why Japan is so unique. And we have a special guest. So, yes.
Who is it?
So our guest today is a JT fellow member. Yes. A very, very cool person. It's really fun to be around. And she is fairly new to Japan. So we thought we would call her in to kind of right, because after a while, you know, when you live here for a long time,
You get used to it?
You get used to it. You forget why Japan is very unique, and
That's true.
you take a lot of things for granted, right?
Yeah, true.
And so Veronica's here today to remind all of us about why Japan is so awesome.
And amazing.
Yeah.
And people should visit.
Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, let's welcome her. And so here's Veronica.
Hello! Welcome!
Forget to say you're from New Jersey. It doesn't matter really, but
Yes.
just saying, maybe someone will relate, someone out there. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, when did you come here again into Japan? When did you arrive?
at the end of May, so it's almost been 3 months.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Already, yeah.
I was gonna say like a month or so. Wow,
No.
that's crazy.
That went by
Actually-
so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's even longer than 3 months. It's like 6 months.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were saying it felt shorter.
Yeah, right. But yeah. So I guess because we want to kind of talk about like first impressions
Yeah.
about Japan today, culture shocks and all that stuff. And I bet you have a lot to say at this point.
Yeah.
I know you have a nice list of things,
I
like
do.
observations,
Yes,
right?
for
I was
sure.
a fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess just
Yeah, actually,
go
so
through the list.
I have a little list. Actually, when I first came to JapanTravel,
Yeah.
my first day in the office,
Yeah.
I wore
I remember.
You remember?
Yes.
I wore a dress, but it was like kind of short, like above the knee.
Oh.
And as I was walking to the office, I was looking around, and everyone was wearing these long skirts, and they were all very like natural tone colors and stuff. And I was like,
Felt out
I
of
feel like I
place.
shouldn't be wearing this.
Was it a yellow dress?
No, it wasn't. It was like
It wasn't yellow?
it wasn't like a very bright dress. with
Pink?
No, it was like
I
black.
don't remember.
Don't remember that. Yeah.
Were you there?
I've only,
Maybe not.
I actually haven't worn it since because that experience was
It's
Traumatized.
traumatizing.
but I was so self-conscious. And so that was one of my first
So first one is
experiences.
Short
dress
skirts.
code.
Dress code.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Dress
Everyone
code.
wears very similar things here, I noticed. At least the girls. All like long skirts, like natural tone
Follow the
colors.
mess.
Right. Yeah, it is true. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you first enter a company, well, as a fresh graduate, you have to wear like suit, that like black
Right.
and white shirt.
Yeah,
And pants or
let's give a bit of
skirts,
a overview. Actually, in our company, we don't have the standard
No.
dress code that
Do whatever.
You can see.
most of the employees have in Japan. So we're pretty much free. But yeah, around us there's a lot of offices, and if you go out to the convenience or anything, you see that everybody is wearing the same clothes pretty much.
Yeah.
For men, it's
more formal.
in the warm months, it's the short sleeve, white shirt,
White shirt.
and black pants, and in the winter it's a full suit.
Because like there's
And they're all gray or black. You
That's
you
true.
don't see
Or navy.
brown or other colors. It's all gray and black.
also because like they're allowed into uniforms, right?
Yeah, I think that
Right?
that's the one of the
Like
purpose
school
of the
work.
uniform to begin with.
To be
To start to put your mindset into the work.
right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you should wear the skirt.
Maybe
should.
I'll wear it again.
She should.
her dress.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
the
course.
dress.
Yeah, why not? We have no regulation.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, that was definitely.
The more diversity.
So that was the first impression of Japan.
No, not my first, but my first, I guess, culture shock.
Yeah,
I was like, and then I looked at my wardrobe that I brought, and I was like, this doesn't really fit.
So you have to go
Uniqlo
shopping?
or something.
Yeah, I had to go shopping.
Ah,
That's too bad.
Excuse.
But that's a good point, though. Yeah, never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Same.
Thanks.
Yep. For sure. Yeah. And everyone also is, in my opinion, everyone looks so put together in Japan. Like their hair is perfect, their makeup is perfect.
Right.
And that's not always the case in the United States. Everyone kind of does their own things.
Right.
And so it is a little intimidating sometimes to feel like
Yeah.
you want to fit into that.
Right.
Not
Like you're not up to the standard. or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Right.
I see. I think it's
yeah.
something that we got used to it, kind of. We don't know it.
Yeah.
But I am trying to bring back my memories from my first impressions. And I can tell also my mom impression when we do the video call in the street. And you always say, oh, Japanese people, they dress so well.
Yeah, everyone says that actually.
Because
yeah.
she's never been in Japan, so I can see her impressions. It's like, wow, they dress so well.
Right.
And then like, why are you dressing still like, so badly? You should not have.
That's what she says.
Yeah.
He does.
That's funny.
But that's true. Why are you destroying the triangle?
No, sorry, I thought you didn't do
No, don't destroy it.
I didn't do it on purpose, but
And
I
it's hard
fixed it.
work.
Yeah, my hard work.
Right.
I
Your
fixed it by
hard
the
work.
end of the episode. I hope you guys didn't notice.
No, come on, don't destroy it.
It will be fixed at some time. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah, there's
Oh,
a few
yeah.
things. So another thing I was pretty surprised about. I actually have never lived in a city. And so I just assumed being like being the biggest city in the world, that Tokyo would be pretty loud all the time. So I was shocked by how quiet it can be, especially
Yeah.
during the morning commute. Like
Right.
everyone's just walking to the train, going to the office, not talking to anyone, not talking on their phone really,
Oh, yeah.
and just like going there. And if there's no cars like on the streets, you don't hear anything. It's just
True.
silence, and that was
Yeah.
bizarre to me.
This is something struck me too.
Yeah.
And me and Davide, we come from Italy, where
town.
it's so loud. Yeah, it's small town, but it's loud. Like every public environment, it's loud.
Right.
And I was shocked in the beginning when on the commuting train there is 100 people on it in each car, not on the train. Not one single word is being spoken.
Yeah.
Silence.
To me,
And
yeah,
everybody
Yes.
on the phone
playing video games or whatever.
or
Yeah,
pressed
yeah.
out. Like,
That's another thing I noticed. Japanese
Yeah.
people can sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
on anyone. Like you are sitting and then somebody's like this.
Right. Yeah. But one of the places, that's really quiet, Shinagawa Station. In the morning commute, you get out of the gates and you walk towards the exit or whatever. There's like hundreds of people, but it's so quiet. It's crazy. Yeah.
But
Crazy.
like in America, for example, if the same situation happens, why is it like loud?
loud.
I mean, because people are talking, or because
Yeah.
there's other like noise, or
I think in general people are talking
people
more.
talk
Like
more.
strangers talk to each other.
really strangers.
It depends where you live.
Like,
in the
oh,
United
nice
States.
day today. You know, oh, did you watch the match yesterday?
Yeah, true, true.
Stuff like that.
Or you're
Yeah.
on your phone or something.
Oh yeah, if
True,
you come
true.
from a small town like us, basically, if I'm taking a train,
You-
there is a very high chance I know somebody on that train. Like, I'm gonna be go, oh hey, what are you doing? Where you going?
Yeah.
Everybody always asks, what are you doing? Where are you going? And how are you? Well, here in Japan, it's hard to meet somebody you know because there's so many people around.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't meet anyone I know
And
on the train.
Rare.
You never meet anybody you know.
Twice.
It's very rare. Like,
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not allowed to use phones on the trains.
Right.
And
I mean,
I
Right.
guess
You're discouraged.
you are
from being
allowed,
bad.
but you are
no allowed.
discouraged.
It's frowned upon.
Like technically you can, but practically
upon,
not
yeah.
really.
True.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
I
far.
had another experience with silence in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Last week I went to a movie theater in Japan for the first time.
Mm.
And it was the quietest movie theater I have ever been in.
Wow.
Really?
Because in
Right,
the United
okay, yeah.
States, when people are watching a movie, everyone's like cheering with the excited parts, and it's like a community experience where you're all like
Oh.
excited
Really?
at the same time and
Oh.
clapping, especially with like really popular movies.
I do the same with my friends. Yes. But
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought in Italy, if you make noise,
No.
they're gonna be.
Yeah. But,
Well, if you're
but-
making too much.
but nobody cares, right? And they just do it anyway. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I mean?
true.
Or they do it for just 2 seconds. You know?
Really? I thought the only noise was like eating popcorn or something.
Here in Japan?
or anywhere.
Oh, okay. I mean,
No. You
can
no, just
talk.
people.
No, yeah.
you know.
Well, not talk, but like cheer and like
Yeah,
clap,
yeah,
like
yeah.
with really exciting moments.
Yeah.
Or like scary movies, people scream or
Oh
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that's true. Here, it's just
Yeah,
Dead
I was
silence.
shocked. Yeah, before the movie started and before like the music started playing, you could hear a pin drop in
Yeah.
that theater, and I was afraid to eat my popcorn because I thought it would be too loud.
disrespectful eating
I was just
popcorns.
like, oh my god. Yeah, and another thing I was shocked with is that apparently it's customary to stay till the very end of the movie.
That is
the
so true.
very end of the
So I
credits.
noticed
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, the movie ended, and I was like, okay, that was great. I was getting ready to get up, and I looked over, and my friends were just like, very, like,
Everyone's
they were
still
just
there.
staying there, and I'm like, I'm like, is there like an end scene credit? Like,
Right.
and no, yeah, everyone's
So
staying
true.
in the theater. It was bizarre.
And that's why they started to put the end scene credits for Japanese people. Man.
But there's usually like a tiny scene after the credits, right?
Depends on the movie.
Not with the movie
it,
I
wa- it
saw.
was
Really?
kind of
Yeah.
Marvel, yeah.
it was
they're
the
all the time.
fashion.
always.
I think a few years ago, but in the last year or something, I don't see it anymore. Like now, I'm waiting all the time, and when it is happening,
nothing
it never
happens.
happens anymore.
Yeah, that's annoying. But yeah, that's true. And actually, like, I used to leave, but now I just
Yeah,
I
I
chill.
was.
I
chill
leave.
for a few
you
more
leave.
minutes.
A
You
few
leave?
people
How dare
did
you?
leave.
People leave?
I come in late and I go out early.
No, you're one of those people. No, you're one of those annoying people.
Because I don't want to watch ads. You know, at the
I mean,
beginning.
the credits-
That's
oh,
my favorite part.
Yeah, the trailers are
Yeah.
so fun.
Yes, it's so
I
fun.
love seeing the trailers.
But I understand that. But don't come in after the movie starts.
Oh no, that doesn't happen.
Okay, but right.
Like
some
I'm
people are
disappointed.
Yeah,
there's
some people
no
are like that,
commercial.
but not me.
And I'm like, well, okay,
Though this
good.
time I couldn't understand half of the trailers. Though they did have some American trailers. I understood.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of Japanese stuff
Yeah.
on there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quiet country.
that.
Quiet, respectful country.
Unless it's a Friday night and people are drinking.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah,
the
it can
other
be
side.
so noisy too.
Monsters.
monster.
Like in Shibuya or something.
So it was Shibuya's. Yeah.
On the streets.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going until the morning, eh?
Which actually reminds me of another thing I was shocked about when it came here.
Yeah.
The fact that the trains stop for the
Oh
night.
yeah.
I
But
when
you're,
yeah.
you're shocked because it doesn't happen.
It's
Like,
always
yeah.
night
New Jersey,
night
for
transport,
example, they
right?
have-
Yeah, so I live near Philadelphia and the train there never stops.
Oh, okay.
It
Oh.
it gets longer between like trains, so if you
Right.
miss one at like 1 a.m., the next one's at 2 a.m.
Oh, okay.
But it still runs throughout the night.
Yeah.
So when I went out for the first time here and
See, I
people were
love
like,
that.
"Oh, we have to catch our last train," I was like, what do you mean by the last train?
Right.
And it's pretty early
And
too,
it's at
right?
like midnight.
Yeah.
And I bet you would think, oh, Tokyo, like the train every 10 minutes, even in the middle of the night.
That's what yeah.
But what do you think though? Because for me, that's a really convenient. I usually go home early-ish, so it's a convenient excuse. Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Really?
You know what I mean?
I would prefer to be able to stay out later.
I understand that, of course.
But I
Yeah.
guess it's a good way to make people go home earlier. Or they just stay
But
out
they
all
just stay.
night. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they have like capsule hotels or like other options.
That's
you don't
true.
have to
It is-
party all night.
It is kind of fun to have an excuse to stay out all night.
Right. Yeah.
Until
That's
5
a
a.m.
point, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole industry that developed around this, the thing that there's no transport, like karaoke, internet
Yeah.
cafe,
True.
Right. Those two.
the restaurants as well. Some of them are open
24/7.
Yeah,
True,
24/7.
True.
So you can
Siberia?
just
24/7?
Not 20.
No.
2 a.m. or
Is
3
it?
a.m.
Something
or
like
Don Quixote.
Oh, Donkey.
There's one
24/7,
cafe that I
yes.
go to all the time.
that.
What is it?
The Don Quixote. I
Ah.
go there all the time.
Yeah,
Oh.
nearby your house?
It's nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What area again?
Saksa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
you
know
live
which
around
one you're
Saxon?
talking about. I go there too.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you go there too?
I think
Yeah.
like half the stuff in my room is from that.
Donkey.
But yeah. No, I was gonna say like some people they also you just put a towel on the floor or whatever on the stairs and wait for the gates to open. Of
Really?
the subway, yeah.
Oh, I've
I saw
never
that
seen
once.
that.
Oh.
Do it.
From photos, from stories of friends. Like
Wow.
4 a.m. people like lying down on the ground.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sad, but hey, yeah.
I mean, it's nice that Tokyo is safe enough for people.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Because I would never do that in the United States, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still pretty strange that a huge city like that has no night transportation.
Yeah.
But I guess you adapt and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay out all night.
yeah.
Um,
I want to know about the food. What you
Oh, like culture shocks with food?
no, like what do you
just
think?
what I. Oh, I mean,
Like,
I love Japanese.
is it
food.
better? Is it small portions and
Oh well,
compared
actually, I
more
went,
expensive?
quite different. huh?
definitely different portion sizes. I went out with my friends and she ordered a large Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
and she came over with a cup like this big, and I was like, a large?
You're lying.
Oh, but do
Whereas-
you remember the big glass that we had? It was
Oh,
massive.
Baka-size.
That
Yeah.
was
Right.
That was actually large.
that was economical though. It was
Yeah, that's
cheaper,
true,
and
that's
you got
a
a
lot.
lot.
Wait, we have a photo of that.
We do.
Let's show it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That glass was bigger than your face.
Where was that, by the way?
Somewhere in Asakusa.
Oh,
Somewhere.
No?
No.
Wrong information. Oh no, it was Shinbashi.
Shinbashi. Do you remember the name
In
of the
Tokyo, in
place?
Tokyo. No, sorry.
But you say I said Baka-size and you said yes. Did they call it Baka-size?
Yeah, I think.
I think so, maybe.
Okay.
Like,
I heard
it's like
before.
a liter glass.
Okay,
I just know you were like, I ordered you a drink, and I was like, what kind of drink? And it came over. And it was that big. That was great.
How about
though.
Starbucks, by the way? They have the. What do they have here? Tall.
Venti?
They don't have grande, do they?
Yeah, this
Starbucks.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's fair.
I love it.
you go?
That's fair. Sometimes I do. There you go. There you go.
I just don't like coffee, so.
Oh, yeah.
Good,
oh,
good.
okay.
Me too.
Well, but anyway, I won't
They have matcha frappuccino.
complain.
Yeah, but-
Matcha frappuccino.
Well, yeah, if I ever did go, that's what I
One of those cute
usually
things.
get.
I knew it.
Yeah, girly drink.
This is fixed.
Nice! Effed up. All right.
Okay, let's go to your next.
Next point.
Next
Very
point.
points.
Oh, one thing that I was not caught off guard, like I kind of knew this was a thing, but was still surprised, is that people don't really like hug each other.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
Public
so
displays of affection.
No, not existent.
Yeah.
You need a hug?
sometimes.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so like I feel like when I first met people here, like, and I became closer, I was like, is it okay for me to hug you? And they're like, yeah, totally, I love hugging. But for other people in Japan, it's like a...
I think because of this, I lost my...
Italian.
Yeah, like, even when I went back to Italy, I felt more strange of hugging and kissing.
Yeah, because we kiss too, right?
People.
Strangers.
Yeah.
Right, the kisses on the cheeks and stuff.
Japan, it's really hitting me hard.
Affecting you, right?
They're
Yeah.
just not used to it, I guess.
Yeah, just
It's
very,
not like they don't want to do it, but they're just
Yeah.
not used to it.
Yeah.
Even like
Private
between
stuff.
family, they don't do that. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Between family?
Yeah.
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 They bow.
Wild.
No, come on.
Yeah, for me it sounds so crazy for
Okay.
now that I would do that with my mother-in-law. Like, if I would do with my mother-in-law Japanese.
You don't hug, right?
No,
Yeah,
I
no.
feel so weird to do that. But in Italy, it's such a normal thing.
Ah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
That's the point. Like,
What
yeah.
about between like friends? Japanese friends, Japanese families? No one hugs?
Oh,
Not
okay.
really, no.
No, yeah.
Very, I've seen it, but it needs to be like maybe you haven't seen each other in 2 years,
Yeah.
and you are like best friends, or
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
more people now they hug
you
like girls.
very
Yeah.
rare occasions I've seen it, but I think it's rare occasions.
Yeah,
Mm.
very
Sure,
occasions, for
sure.
sure. They're more private, right?
Yeah.
Well, we can give you a hug. If you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. Big friends hug. That's true though. Yeah. But
Just shock.
did you get used to it already?
Did I what?
Get used to it already? The no hugging then?
No.
Yeah.
I actually met up with someone and I was like, okay, bye. And I went to hug them and I was like,
You just walked away?
oh, sorry. Like, do you like hugging or is this weird?
Yeah, I have to make sure, right?
Yeah. And they were like, it's kind of weird.
Oh,
really?
the Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And I was like,
Gosh.
sorry.
It's so nice though, hugging someone.
Yeah. I'm
I
not,
hugged someone the other day. I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
yeah. I'm
Oh.
gonna like
Yeah. Right?
hug all my friends and family so much when I go
Oh.
Yeah.
visit home.
Human
Cute.
affection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
You hungry? All right. Well,
I think everyone heard that.
give you a chocolate. Are you trying to repair the train?
Yeah, Luca didn't do a good job, so.
Oh my god.
Is there anything that it basically turned out to be different from how you imagine, yeah, your image of Japan, and then you came here like, oh, this is totally different. Like,
What image of Japan did you have,
Oh gosh.
if any? Like, where you were just like,
I don't know. I feel like I didn't have like a strong image of Japan. I mean, like since I started working for JapanTravel when I was still in the U.S.,
Yeah.
I actually wrote a lot about things
oh,
Yeah.
right.
about Japan. So I kind of knew,
A lot of research.
yeah, I knew things about it. So I wasn't super shocked about a lot of things.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
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 But the whole being really quiet here did come as a surprise to me. I don't know. I just expected it to be much louder.
Especially from Tokyo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
But how about before you started writing about Japan? Like, did you have a different impression then? Like,
Not really. My impression was always that it was very like people were very reserved and
Right.
quiet, which is kind of
Lived up to the
Accurate,
expectations,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
true,
So-
true.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Though of course there's like those niche cultures where there's like
yeah.
really bright fashions and like
That's true, yeah.
that kind of stuff where people might think Japan's like kind of wild, which
Yeah.
is not true at all.
Oh, okay.
Have
yeah,
you been to like areas with people dressed up?
with those people?
No.
I don't know how.
Not really. I guess
No?
maybe Shinjuku sometimes.
Or Harajuku, right?
Yeah. I've never been there. I
Oh,
don't
really?
think.
No, no way.
Yeah.
Or
but I know
Akihabara.
that's like a.
You gotta take
Both
it.
of those places I haven't been to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, we can take her.
Yay!
Yeah, let's
We're gonna
go.
take her.
Yeah.
Field
Harajuku,
trip.
Yeah. You see that there. You're making
Yeah.
things worse, huh?
I'm gonna stop touching it.
It's
There is
okay.
only one problem,
It's
and
okay.
I think it's easy fix. So.
Okay.
Well, okay. Nice. What
So
are the
no
points?
hugging and anything else?
Yeah. It's
Oh, another like a common polite thing people do in the United States is you say God bless you when you sneeze.
Oh.
And you just don't say anything here when people sneeze.
Right.
So I have to like really suppress myself from saying like bless you.
Oh, okay, right.
It's very
right.
weird to me to not say anything because that's kind of considered rude in the US.
Right.
Even to
right.
random people?
Yeah.
Um,
Right?
yeah.
If it's loud, and
Bless you.
Yeah.
If you're there, you're like, oh, bless
Exactly.
you, man.
So that was,
bless you.
Why do you think they don't do that here?
It's
Because
don't
like
just- it's just
God
whatever.
bless you is more like a
Well, but no, but the
Religious
equivalent
Catholic.
expression of that, I guess. You know, why don't they have an equivalent thing to say?
why? Because
I mean,
well, they don't
it's a mixture.
usually talk to random people, so why would they talk when it's like
okay, that's fair. But what about, you know, your friends sneezed and like, bless you?
sure.
There doesn't necessarily have to be a reason, right?
I'll think about it.
true.
Yeah, get back to us.
Okay, I'll get back to you. Let me think.
But yeah, they don't do that.
I don't even really know why we say it.
I think it comes from
Yeah.
England.
That's a very good question.
Do you know?
No.
I
From
think
England?
I know,
Yeah.
Is it
but I
with,
might
like,
be wrong. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think
look.
I.
I know.
I have
It's
thoughts,
back in
but-
England when people had the plague.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And
Oh,
if
wow.
you have a cold, it
That
means
makes
that
sense.
you don't have it.
Rome. By the
Eh?
way, Rome. From Rome. It originated in Rome when the bubonic
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
England.
ravaging Europe.
But yeah, it was about the plague. Eh?
Damn, you know, huh?
Protect the person from
Pope Gregory the first suggested that a
Because
tiny
when I
prayer.
went to London to study English like 20 years
Wow.
ago, no, I'm not that old, 15 years ago,
interesting, wow.
they told me it was from London. But it was
Okay.
from Italy.
Yeah, yeah.
Liars. I've been told a lie that lasted for 15 years.
Thank you, Google. Pope Gregory. Wow. Wow. Anyway, nice.
So maybe they never had the
I
plague
guess-
here. So
Yeah. You know, and
That's
they're not.
true.
it was
Maybe
never a
whatever.
problem, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't really have plagues too much with well, I learned about the Edo period. It was very clean then, so
Oh,
plagues
yeah?
didn't spread as much as it did in
Mm.
like Western.
I mean,
countries.
it makes
Maybe that's
sense.
why then.
To me,
Exactly.
it makes a whole lot of sense because US, Europe, that time, it was a real movement of things.
Yeah.
Well, Japan, it was just not moving anything. It was closed. So
That's true.
Right.
if you're not moving, there is
Right.
no the viruses and the
They don't
diseases.
spread.
They don't spread and they don't evolve as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
So
they had a very clean sewage system
Ah.
during the Edo period.
these I didn't know.
See, that's what happens here at Japan Travel and Friends. We find the answers to big questions.
And we learn from each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
So we know why people in Japan don't say bless you.
They
Bless
had
you,
no
yeah.
need to.
They don't have to.
Yes, this
yeah.
was a nice little lesson of etymology
History.
and history,
History
of
lesson.
the words and
And
stuff.
culture.
Yeah. Wow.
And now it makes me think about something else. I want to know what you think about because it also hit me when I came.
Okay.
The reaction of people to big things happening. The most
In the world? you mean?
likely, like the earthquake.
Oh.
If it happens in Italy or Europe, people freak out big time. In Japan, nobody cares.
I know what
I
you're
mean,
saying, yeah.
Because it happens so frequently.
Right.
yeah,
right.
I think so. Like, did it strike you? Yeah, where you like? Because I hear many people, even tourists, they come here and they have the first earthquake experience, and they are shocked by how calm everybody is in their surroundings.
I guess I haven't really had an experience yet.
That's good, I guess.
No, but you know, that's a very good point because in general, I feel like people, they don't freak out.
I see more
As much.
self-control.
Yes.
In
100%.
general, besides the earthquake.
Less cared about, I mean, like, yes.
Like if there
natural
is
things.
a big national press event, I don't see I see they are getting the news in it, but I don't see like if it happens in nearly other countries, it's gonna be like, did you see that?
But
Like in Japan, it's more like internal process.
yeah, they don't panic,
feel.
right?
Yeah.
But
Maybe
don't
they
show
do,
it.
but
Yeah,
they
show
don't.
it.
Yeah.
And
I
in
think-
turn, it looks like they have more control over things, I guess. No, not necessarily though, right? But yeah, they,
Yeah, it's,
But for
That's it?
earthquakes and things that happen often, maybe they're just used to it.
yeah.
And like
Oh,
if
yeah.
they freak out every time, like it's gonna be a lot of times. Like,
but also it doesn't help. So freaking
Yeah.
out.
so that's why
So they
like
learn
they
that-
learn,
yeah.
and then we like
But it doesn't-
in school we practice like how to
Emergency
act when
level,
there's
right.
earthquakes and stuff. So I guess from when they're little, they like
Right.
learn how not to panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
We didn't have earthquake
At all?
things in school. No.
Mm.
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Damn.
How about tornadoes though?
No, we
You don't
didn't
have
really
that much?
have those kind of things.
Evacuation practice? No.
We had other more unfortunate practices.
Okay, right.
Oh.
More fortunate practices, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
that's cool. Do you have any other final points? Let's do a final point.
Final point.
One final point.
Let me see my list. I said all like the really interesting points already, I feel.
I know you had one about driving, but
Oh, yeah, that was like I didn't realize that things were the opposite in
Oh, okay,
Japan.
right,
So
right.
like in the United States, like the steering wheel in the car is on the left side.
yeah,
Here it's on the right side. So when I first saw a car in Japan, I was like, "Where's the driver?" I was like, "Oh wow, self-driving cars. That's cool."
of course.
Yeah, it's
High-tech.
Tokyo.
Are you planning on driving at some point?
Not in Tokyo, probably.
Right.
That's a little intimidating.
Yeah, even for experienced Japanese drivers, Tokyo, it's a bit
Yeah.
scary.
That's the ultimate test, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Maybe you need to get used to like the side of the road.
In the
That's gonna
countryside,
mess me
middle of
up.
nowhere.
First.
And
With
then
no cars
everything
around?
is opposite. Like you need to give instead of giving priority to the right, you give it to the left.
Yeah, that
Yes.
just,
And
That
then
also-
everything on the I'm talking out of my experience behind the wheels, and everything is it's opposite except for the brake and the accelerate.
Oh, that's a good
The
thing.
pedals
That it's
are
the
the
same.
Yeah, that'd be
At least those are the same. Otherwise, you start and then you wanna brake and then boom.
yeah, but if you're used to the to driving with a stick, if you're driving,
yeah.
that's impossible for me to use my left hand to use a stick. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That would be so.
Oh,
sharp.
really?
For me,
I
it would be
thought
better.
left.
I'm a left.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, because you're used to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
In
you get
Australia
used
too,
to it.
it's on the left. So.
Oh, that's right.
You get used to because I'm lefty and I've been using all my life.
Then yeah, because I'm right-handed as well. Plus, not used to it. So.
But everything is other, like not only the driving, the whole driving system is opposite, so
Yeah.
it creates some headaches in the
That
beginning.
also affects how people walk.
Ah,
Like walking is the same pattern as driving.
Yes.
So I'm like I keep outing myself as like
Oh, right.
I already look like a foreigner, but even more so when I'm walking on the wrong side of the yeah. So that I had to get used to.
I guess that's more flexible, right? There's people that
Yeah,
walk all over the
that's
place.
true.
But yes,
Yeah.
in general, that's
I still do that.
Yeah.
No problem.
yeah, it's whatever.
That's it.
Those are very good points.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait,
I
what-
think
what-
it's easier to drive than in other countries or to navigate, but it's different in a different way in the sense that it's different. You need to learn if there is less unpredictability, like there is the scooter that is coming in front of you,
Right.
but you need to learn a lot of common things that everybody does and you need to respect.
Yeah.
Like many things.
Yeah.
It's true.
Also when walking, actually, right? Because,
But yeah, listen. I hope we showed you why Japan is very unique. We certainly didn't cover everything, but
One thing that
yeah,
is like still my concern is that
you're concerned.
not concern, but like I wish Japan had more of these ovens.
Say what?
Ovens.
Ovens?
in houses because
my
I
gosh.
want to bake
Yes.
cakes and cookies.
The problem is
And there's okay, stop fighting.
No, I would use the oven so much when I cooked back in the United States. So when I came here and I'm like, there's no like normal sized ovens.
Yeah, I have a tiny one like this.
Right.
Big.
But they're
But
not
you
the
need,
same,
like,
right?
Well, like,
you wanna
how
cook
can you
like a-
fit a cake in there?
Yeah, or a whole chicken or
Or yeah, if
something.
you want like a pan of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is disappointing.
One day when we'll be rich, we can do that, right?
Yep. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
ending on a happy one.
Yeah. Well, on a sad one because we don't have one.
Oh.
But
Well, just adapt and learn how to cook in
Yes.
different ways.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, smart comment.
my nose.
Good tip.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, here's a missing piece. So yeah, speaking of first impressions, right, and coming into contact with Japan for the first time, we usually have a haiku or saying or whatever, but today we have a waka.
Waka.
Yes.
the Haka from New Zealand.
Is it?
No.
No. So a waka.
Waka, okay.
Yeah, a traditional Japanese poem, and the wakas are from Emperor Meiji. And Emperor Meiji, so he was the emperor that opened up Japan to foreign influences, right? And westernized the country, right? So speaking of first impressions, from people from other countries, I guess. But so he wrote about 100,000 waka poems in his life, expressing his feelings towards the world, the country, and his people, and some other ethical thoughts that he had. And we share one of his poems today in the hope that you will continue to look at life with new eyes, search for new experiences, and continual improvement in your life.
Oh.
This is the Waka?
Yes.
Oh.
So here it is.
It's pretty long.
This was not the
Okay.
Waka.
Yeah.
Okota.
no.
怠りて身が飾りせば光ある玉も河原に人しからまし
If just neglected and never polished to a glow, even precious jewels would remain resembling dull roof tiles made of clay.
Wow, cool.
Sasaga Emperor Meiji. All right, thanks guys. That's it from us for today.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week with a brand new one. And in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this episode and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. What are some of your
Yeah.
first impressions about
please.
Japan or whatever?
Or what you think Japan is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you've never been.
Yeah, and thanks to our guest Veronica. And until next time. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございまし
ありがとうござい
た。
バイバイ。
Ciao.
またね。
We'll never ever end our adventures, our exploration. We all wanna share this nation full of